You ever wonder why conversations with some women feel effortless, while others, it feels like you're talking to a brick wall? Well, it turns out there's actually four social archetypes, and each one is driven by something completely different. And once you know what type someone is, you'll understand how to connect with them or attract them almost instantly. The easiest way to break this down is by using the four elements: fire, water, air, and earth. Each one represents a different emotional drive, communication style, and attraction pattern. And most guys never understand this. That's why they either attract the wrong type of girl, always end up frustrated, or feel like they're just talking to someone and it's just not going anywhere. It's because you're talking to the wrong archetype or you're attracting the wrong element. And once you see this, you're not going to be able to unsee it. And you'll start recognizing these energies in everyone that you talk to, especially with women. So let's start with the fire types. They are bold, confident, and driven by intensity. They thrive on passion, challenge, and forward momentum. Think of Megan Fox, Rihanna, Angelina Jolie, women who carry that magnetic, fiery energy that just pulls you in. Simply put, they don't want calm energy. They want to feel alive when they're with you. That's why you can't approach a fire type with logic or safety. You have to speak her language. This means high intensity roller coaster emotions, spontaneity, adventure, fun, thrill. If you're looking for this type of girl, you have to know what's in store for you because it's going to be a lot of fun, but it's also going to come with a cost. And that cost is you might not feel as stable in your relationship. It feels like you have to always constantly do stuff. You don't feel like you can relax. And that's totally fine if you're into that type of stuff. But if you're a guy who's working all day and you want to come home to someone who's nurturing or more caring, you need to find a different type. But if this is your type, here's exactly how to attract her. What you're going to do is ask her questions that ignite her emotions instead of her logic. You can ask, what's the craziest thing you've done because it just felt right? If you could disappear for 24 hours and go anywhere, where would you go? And don't forget to flirt along the way by challenging and teasing her. You look like the type of girl who gets bored if a guy texts back too fast. Then you're going to hold eye contact just long enough to make her wonder if you're serious. Look, the key with fire types is to have contrast. One moment, you're the serious guy who's having a deep connection, and the next moment, you're teasing her, playing around, and just having fun. If that sounds exhausting to you, then I have good news for you, because not every woman is like that. Some aren't driven by fire. They prefer to flow like the ocean, and that's your water type. Water women are sensitive, intuitive, and emotionally attuned. That's my wife. She's a water sign, and I love her for that. You can feel their energy the moment you meet them. Calm, nurturing, and almost magnetic, but in a quiet way. Think of Adele, Lana Del Rey, or Selena Gomez. They don't care about this thrill. What they want is a very deep connection with you. If you try using the same tactics that you would use to get a fire sign, this girl is going to be absolutely repulsed by this behavior. Because these women don't care for games, your bravado, or all the tricks you're trying to play. They want someone who can open their heart. And the best way to do that is to ask her deeper questions. What's something most people misunderstand about you? What are you really passionate about? What are the moments when you feel most at peace? And then you need to listen. I mean, really listen to what she says. You want to mirror her tone. Slow down your speech and leave purposeful moments of silence. That's where she's going to feel a connection, in that space, not in all the noise that you would typically use to attract a fire sign. And if you're the type of guy who wants to get this part right to attract the exact type of girl for the exact type of person you are, I created an entire program called a 2-day breakthrough dating challenge. Just click the link in the post and you'll find more about this. But let's keep going because not every woman lives in her emotions. Some crave the excitement of mental stimulation, the kind of woman who lights up when the conversation actually goes towards something interesting. That's the air type. These women love to connect through the mind first and the feelings second. They tend to be social, quick-witted, and a little unpredictable, And frankly speaking, that's part of her charm. She's the type of girl who can turn a 5-minute chat at the coffee shop into an hour-long conversation about everything and nothing at all. Think Emma Stone, Jennifer Lawrence, or Taylor Swift. Expressive, funny, and always a little hard to pin down or understand. If you're talking to an air type, don't be too serious. And definitely don't be afraid to tease her. These women love bantering back and forth with you. You can say something like, "Why do I get the feeling you're impossible to argue with?" Because you would just charm your way out of it. Obviously, you want to say this with a smirk so that she knows that you're joking. Remember, with the air types, attraction is not about being deep. It's about being light on your feet. Because when you can flow with her energy and make her laugh, she'll feel that instant spark. And finally, we have the earth type, the woman who feels like home. She's calm, steady, and warm. The type of woman who doesn't need much to, feel comfortable. Think Natalie Portman or Emily Blunt. They have that grounded, peaceful energy, soft but strong. Earth women are drawn to stability. They don't care about the flashy things like money, cars, or designer clothes. What they care about is trust, consistency, and how you make them feel when they're around you. So if you want to connect with an earth type, slow down, show her that you're reliable, make her feel safe by how you carry yourself. Ask her questions that bring out her warmth. Tell me, what's your idea of a perfect day? Who's someone in your life that you really look up to? I know this might sound backwards, but the way to flirt isn't to create tension, it's to make her feel comfortable. Allow her to feel that being around you is just easygoing. Because if a fire woman makes you feel alive, then the earth woman wants the stability. So the next time you meet someone new, don't just think about what to say. Think about who you're talking to. That is the key to igniting the flame of attraction when most other guys fall short. Once you learn to speak her language, you'll stop feeling like you're talking to a brick wall and instead start feeling a deep connection that you've never felt before. But it all starts with knowing what her type exactly is, and more importantly, knowing the type of girl that you want. If you don't, you'll waste years of your life chasing the wrong women and always feeling like you're lost.